Hello, everyone. I am Sydney, and now I have turned the camera on. I forgot what I was going to say, but today we're going to look at TikToks. I don't know why I've only recently had this thought about the content that has been created over the course of the pandemic, as well as a little bit even further back than that, where it's a bunch of software engineers kind of talking about their lives in either comedic or kind of like that ritzy, glamorous type of way. And I wanted to investigate a little bit. So we're going to be looking at the tech TikTok world, or tech talks. Is that what it is? I actually don't know, because I've only just recently gotten a TikTok and I don't know how this works. Let's just dive in and see what happens. Wait, what? 40K a month? Is that what it said? Oh no, we have to go back. How do I go back? Oh. 40K a month, y'all. 40K a month. Who is this? David A. Bragg. Day in the Life of a Software Engineer, Top Tech Edition, Software Engineer, Coding, Programming, Computer Science. I mean, 40K a month that's pretty crazy. Okay, let's do some math here. $40,000. Oops. Let's say times 12. I mean, gosh, $500,000 at 21. Man, he probably like works at Google, maybe. I mean, basically all of the fangs. I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't dog anybody out that like has that type of a salary. That's really great. At 21, man, what the fuck do you do with all of that money? I just would have spent it. I probably would have partied way too much. I might have just spent a lot of it on a bunch of food. Oh no, I love the comments in here. 40K a month is a flat lie. No software engineer is worth that much. I mean, considering how they're in the community, there's a lot of talk about how most other types of careers out there are very like underpaid, and software engineers and like basically just people in tech are, compensated fairly well for like market rate for like the actual stuff that they are able to do and create and things. It's everybody else that's kind of like undervalued. I don't know if a software engineer should be like valued maybe that high, but clearly it is the case. Maybe that's not necessarily the norm, but there are cases to where that is the thing, and it's definitely at FANG jobs. I would even say that most of that like isn't actually his salary. Maybe some of that is like a bunch of the benefits that he gets, maybe some stock options and things. Like he's just like evaluating all of that too. So he has like breakfast and lunch every day. Good for him. It looks cute. Looks good. Developing a new feature for 50 million users. Look at that food. Look at that. Is that a cheese board? Ooh, what is that? That looks great. All the fruit and stuff on it. That's beautiful. Rooftop views. I mean, good for him. Finish the day helping my followers land coding jobs. I mean, good for him. Like, good for him. 3 reasons why I love being a software engineer. I want to hear this.
3 reasons why I love being a software engineer. The last one's my favorite. Number 1, the opportunities are endless. You can literally travel the world while working remotely.
True.
You can work at a startup company to understand how the business side of things
True.
work. You can work closely with some of the smartest people in the world at top tech companies, or you can even make your own software company
True.
like Google or Facebook. Number 2, every day is different. You always get new challenges to face every single day, so you just keep getting better and better. This is what makes the job really fun in my opinion, and to me it doesn't even feel like work. Number 3, and this is my favorite, you don't need a degree to become a software engineer.
That's very true. That's very true.
And in 3 months without a degree, you can already be
3 months. I think that in 3 months. Okay, let's let him keep talking.
making a massive impact on people all around the world. If you want to know how you came to the right place, my entire TikTok account is me helping everybody become software engineers without a degree. So press that that plus button and let me help you with your journey.
I mean, good for him. That really sounds great. In 3 months, I think that if you're like working your absolute ass off, of course, yeah, you can definitely do it. Even going into a like non-software engineer, like tech job, I think will get you closer to that like 3-month mark that people are looking for that. But it takes a lot of work. So I don't necessarily agree with like in exactly 3 months, like you can be a software engineer if you do this, this, and this. It definitely happens, but it's going to depend on what the market looks like, what opportunities are out there, what type of networking you're doing, what type of like boot camps and materials that you're studying, what type of projects that you do.
Here's my day in the life of a software engineer working
I love this guy.
on the East Coast. I got up early today, so I worked out before my first meeting, had stand up at 10 a.m., showered, got dressed, headed to downtown Jersey City to a local coffee shop just to have a nice scenic view while I work, especially since it's so beautiful today. Got a burrito from a food truck, headed back home, did some pair programming with one of our senior developers, scrubbed through some emails, did some more programming, threw in some lo-fi music on Spotify, and then wrapped up the day by pushing some code.
This sounds like the most realistic so far of what people do in their days as a software engineer and things so far, even though this is only the second TikTok that I've seen. I'm glad that people think that coding and being a software engineer is very like always fast paced and like you gotta go and you know everything has to be pushed and like you're always challenged and things. I mean, sure, yes, I mean that depends on like the company that you're at and things, but I don't know, like this seems it's pretty chill depending on like what exactly that you're working on and things, especially like a product where it's very front facing, like a bunch of users are using the product. Like that makes sense where a lot of things are new and there's always like a rush of things to do, but there are also internal tools that different employees might use like for the company to make their lives a little bit better and more productive, which doesn't have to be so like front facing or have like a bunch of users to like need this product and you have to make sure that it gets out like all the time, on time, you know, nothing can break and all that fun stuff. This is definitely more aligned with like what I normally experience in the day, where I'm programming a little bit with people. I might have pushed up some code by the end of the day. Meetings mostly, some pair programming. We do a lot of pair programming at my current job. Me so dope. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Oh boy.
How to center a div?
Yep.
Okay, easy. How to center a div?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Easy.
Very freaking accurate. I still don't know how to center a div without having to Google it sometimes. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh no. Yep. Copying from Stack Overflow. Yep. Basically. Another thing about like the copying and pasting is it does take a little bit of skill to know what exactly will work when you are copying a particular piece of code from Stack Overflow and just like pasting it into whatever you're trying to figure out or solve. These people are still like reading over the documentation or the instructions for the answers to their questions, right? Okay, so like here's a comment that really like sums up what I'm talking about. We don't get paid to copy and paste. We get paid to know what to copy and paste. So we still need to make sure that we're understanding the context of like what exactly we are copying and pasting into our code to actually like make sure that it works. So you got to do a little bit of that tweaking, that fun stuff.
After working at Google as a software engineer after graduating from college, the number one thing that I learned is the fact that no matter what, your dream job is still going to be a job.
Yep.
Working at Google has been my dream job since high school, and I always thought that once I get in, I'm never going to leave because it's going to be the best job ever. Don't get me wrong, I loved my time there and I had a lot of fun and I learned a lot, but at the end of the day, a job is a job no matter how cool it is. There's going to be some parts that you like and there's going to be some parts that you don't like about it, and you're going to have to deal with that no matter where you go. All the free food and the free perks, at the end of the day, they get a little bit old. With that in mind, at the end of the day, a job is a job, and the only way you'll find true happiness and meaning is through means outside of your work.
Boom. I really want to hit home how much I appreciate that people out there, despite all of the tech propaganda, there are some people that really will tell it how it is, because it's still a 9 to 5. It's still something that you have to go to whether or not like you're having good days or bad days and things. And I guess that's why I don't like when people say that they have their like dream job in tech. I totally understand that this is, for some, it's really amazing that they get to code like every day, but like, really, is it a dream job? Like, really? I don't know. And I don't think that I could get soul fulfillment from just being a software engineer. I don't dream of labor. I think that I've said this before on other YouTube videos, but just, it's still at the end of the day where I'm having to report to somebody, I'm having to be in meetings, potentially collaborate with people that I like and respect, but also the people that I don't potentially like. I will shout it from the rooftops that you always have something else that you're passionate about that doesn't always have to involve your 9 to 5.
You know, one of my biggest pet peeves about being a software engineer is that you turn into tech support for almost everybody that you know. Like, no, I'm not fixing your printer. I don't want to see why Word is not working on your laptop. I don't want to come try to fix your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that, I don't understand. Yes, I do, actually, because people don't understand the difference between, like, the software and the machinery that you actually enact the program, the software on. And so people think that, like, you're the hardware as well as the software type of person. I have to, like, tell my mom all the time that, like, I don't know how to, like, fix whatever that is for your computer or the fucking Wi-Fi, because that's hardware. That's not software. That is two completely different things.
Hello? Hi, is this Jeremy? Yep, sure is. Okay, my name is Barbara. I'm a recruiter over at Microsoft, and I came across your LinkedIn.
Oh no! First off, ooh, okay. Let's see what happens.
Profile, and we are very impressed over here.
Oh, well, thank you, I guess.
We see here you have a ton of experience. 2 years with HTML and CSS.
Yeah, it's actually like a passion of mine. I've been creating custom animations for a long time now.
Fantastic. We think you would be an amazing fit here.
Okay, yeah, I guess I could be open to seeing what like a career at Microsoft has to offer.
We would love to move you forward to the next round of interviews for our senior principal machine learning quantum blockchain engineer position we have opening up pretty soon.
I don't think that's going to be the best fit for me.
Great, whatever. So whenever you could you send over your availability, we have a hiring manager that is super eager to sit down with you. And we just have tons of benefits help.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I get those recruiters all the time where they clearly haven't like seen my experience at all, and they just like decided we're gonna just throw out some job postings. Hey, I think that you would be a great fit with your experience in Python, fucking Ruby. I've never touched Ruby in my life. What's going on here? Just stop setting up people to fail these interviews just because you need like the numbers to go forth with and get people to like apply and process them into like these interviews for the roles and stuff. It doesn't make any sense. It's just Oh, that's so fucking frustrating. That's a good thing that I want to talk about potentially in a video, so I'll write that down, but that's a good one. I just wanted to come on today. This is kind of a low-hanging fruit that I haven't done before, and I still don't completely understand TikTok, but we're going to get there. Let me know if you liked this type of content, and I will do more of it. And if you have any more questions, also let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. Thank you all.